everyone. I want everyone to think of a martial arts movie star. Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to go get a beer. Everyone got one? I'm going to bet that 90% of you, the first name that popped into your head was Bruce Lee. Arguably considered the greatest martial artist to ever appear on film. I mean, every single fucking fighting game has had at least one character reminiscent or inspired by either Bruce Lee himself or someone in a Bruce Lee flick. During the early 90s, there was this movie made called Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Now, fans of Bruce are split down the middle. Some consider this movie to be a complete piece of shit or a great film about the man's life. Well, be that as it may, it was popular enough to get its own game. Now, we know that most games based off of movies are terrible. A great man has warned us about this. He warned us not to play these games. Did I listen? No. Well, here's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story for the SNES.
I mean, hell, it's made by Acclaim. They have one of the greatest fighting series on the SNES, Mortal Kombat. I mean, hell, one of the first incarnations of Liu Kang is a direct inspiration from Bruce Lee.
So with that in mind, you think this game would be pretty good? Well, let's check it out.
Okay, this is the first fight. It's in a bar or a club with a sailor because Bruce wanted to dance with some chick and apparently she was already dancing with some motherfucker. Well, should be a decent fight, right? Well, that's right about the time this game decides to fucking ram a vinegar-soaked spiked dildo up your ass. It has one of the worst control schemes I have ever played in a fucking fighting game. I can't figure it out. What the fuck? 1 minute, your punches do tons of damage. The next, your life bar moves the length of a gnat's dick. All I do know is that your opponents are way stronger than you. I can't figure out how to fucking even block, and the sailor constantly crouches down or blocks your attacks. And guess what? I'm fighting on the easiest fucking setting. It's called Piece of Cake. Shouldn't that mean the AI gets brought down to Sarah Palin's level? Plus, why the fuck does he get a fucking chain to fight with? And all I get is my fists and dick. What the fuck is with this club? Did he fucking go there on fucking chain night?
How in the fuck could fucking Acclaim fuck up a fighting game? That was their thing for the fucking SNES. That would be like Jenna Jameson showing up for a shoot and forgetting how to give a blowjob.
So the controls are busted beyond belief. You might as well just mash buttons because the game does whatever in the flying fuck it wants to do anyway. The second fight you get into is Bruce is at a restaurant where a waitress is just introducing herself and some fucker screams, "Get away from that girl," and comes at Bruce with a fucking meat cleaver. What the fuck?
What kind of fucking business model is that? Hi, I'm April. I'm gonna be your server today. Yes, hi, I'm curious about the lunch specials. Hey! Get the fuck away from her! Well, wait, all I was doing was just asking about the lunch special. That's it, motherfucker! I'm gonna fuck you up!
You see, it doesn't really work, but even though it's only your second fight in the game, you're fighting some motherfucker that has not one meat cleaver, but two meat cleavers. And halfway through this fight, guess what? You go out into an alleyway, and you get to fight not only him, but as identical fucking twins. So your second fight becomes a fucking handicap match. And with controls that you have no idea what in the fuck you're doing, you'd have better luck justifying fucking figure skating as a legitimate sport. And when you lose, and trust me, you will lose, you get a final fight against this fucking samurai motherfucker. But since you just have a gnat's dick worth of life, and he's completely full, it's just delaying the fucking inevitable. For fuck's sakes, you'd have a better chance of getting laid at a fucking dildo party.
And that is as far as I can make it. Like TNA Wrestling, this is one of the rare fighting games I can't beat. From being way too hard, even on the easiest setting, cheap-ass opponents, the fact that your opponents get weapons and all you have is your fist and dick. However, I can overlook that and accept a challenge, except those motherfucking controls are so goddamn fucking awful that it makes the game torture to play. Seriously, use this for enhanced interrogation. I mean, if you get some son of a bitch playing this game for an hour, that motherfucker will tell you if he takes it up the ass from 5 Filipino dudes while playing Dixie on the fucking harmonica. Full disclosure, I haven't actually seen the movie. Maybe that makes some parts of the game make sense. I don't know. But you know what? It wouldn't fucking matter because this fucking game would still be pig shit wrapped in fucking plastic. Was there some law in the 90s that all games based upon movies had to suck more dick than Limp Bizkit?